stop practicing, you just lose your armature, right? Welcome, everyone, to Sunday Evening with Roxanne. I am your host, Roxanne, here at Odyssey of Ascension. Welcome, Kevin. Thank you for saying hello. If you are in the room, feel free to say hello in the chat. And if you'd like to subscribe, if you haven't done so, give us a thumbs up if you like. If it is your vibe, then subscribe. I got that from a guy, another channel, another creator on YouTube. So, welcome everybody. Let's give it a talk. Let's talk about some. Hello, Nay. Who else is here? Artica, Velvet, whatever. Thank you so much. Love you. I love all of him. I love all of you. I love you. Hey, everyone. So let's talk about my idea. I was talking to a wonderful awakener today. We talked a little bit, and she reminded me something about humanity. Now, this is everybody has this. Okay, we have a very, very big issue with accepting other people's truths. Okay, it's not an issue until you realize it becomes an issue if you keep choosing external truths. You have a human life. And when I'm talking about another's truth, I'm talking about anything that comes from human. And it could be right. It could be a right choice for your life. I'm not saying it's right and wrong. Always we're looking at the truth that is yours. You are the master of your own kingdom. So this person I was chit-chatting with today, someone had told them, this is what your life is. You don't necessarily need to do it, but don't ignore it. So now this outside truth that she gets outside of herself has become a thorn in her mind. Now she's like thinking, what do I do? So now she's trying to figure out what's the best thing to do. And that's the key. There is no best thing. There's only your thing. But what have we been doing on this planet since we've arrived? We coveted. To covet is to see something and take it as your own. I had belief systems of religion, of the way things were, of always something's going to be bad, that money is evil and dirty. I had all of these relations built upon what I saw, what I experienced. So those became my truths, those outside truths. One huge truth is that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm a fucking idiot, reinforced by fucking idiot fucking parents to tell me I'm a fucking idiot. And all I'm doing going through life, I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know how to do anything. The only thing I knew how to do was talk good. I'm a great speaker, which means a great salesperson. So I made a great living being a salesperson. But I could never, ever do anything on my own without any of the ex-wives that I have to lead me where I'm going, asking my boss for any kind of, I had no worth. My worth came through the value of outside truths. I was dependent on these external truths that were outside. So now her kingdom is in turmoil because she wants to do this, but she's got to pay attention to this. Or there's some kind of fear. If she doesn't, she's going to fuck something up. That's the diarrhea of humanity. Make no mistake about it. It's a big pile of fucking shit. It's nothing vibrationally aligned with you unless you want to continue to live the divided, separated, human, polarized, everything is between good and bad life. And that's not a problem. That's choice. Hello, Sophie. Oh, great to see you. Hello, Gaia. Welcome, welcome. You get it? So when you get a truth in your life, you have an inside self. Don't ever discount your existence. That is the rudest thing you can do to your vibration. How do I change my vibration, Roxanne? Well, how do I change? Oh, I know. I'll do positive things. You're supposed to do this. You got to cleanse your body. Don't eat any animal. The animal's bad. Don't have sex with strangers. That's bad. You're bringing diarrhea into your body, into your ass fucking, what do you call it? Chakra, your sacral shit. And you're fucking yourself up. And those are other people's truths. But when has another universe ever influenced you, universe, unless you've accepted the truth? Never, 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 fucking never. But since you didn't know anything and you came to the planet empty-headed, not aware, a sponge, believing you were this idea of less than, until you earned respect, until you showed your worth, until you paved your way and proved to the world that you're worth the space and the oxygen you're taking up, huh? That's a very painful way to live. It's up to you, though. But I know you got no confidence in yourself. You have zero confidence in yourself. You don't know what you're doing. And you don't, because you've never been told you're allowed to choose an inside self. Now, there are plenty, proportionally speaking, 1% of the 1%, maybe 1.1% of the 1% of the entire human population that goes out and trusts their internal self and make themselves great. The rest of them have great minds that calculate quick, or have a degree of understanding without the separation getting in the way. How many of them follow their hearts? So few. Situations make people great. Heritage, inheritance, being a certain skin color, living in a certain country with a certain economic status. Those provide those comforts and securities of greatness. But I'm not talking about the ones that create them. They use their truth, because your truth, your I am, is aligned with only one person, you. Your ego doesn't want you to be aligned with you, because your ego is what life is, separated, good and bad, polarized, this or that, us and them, divided. And you live your life that way. So, of course, you're going to accept authority's truth. I'm not saying all advice is bad, but you better run it through that fucking discernment inside of you, or you are going to be left following everyone else's truth. And how can anyone else's truth align with the resident of the nature you are? How can anyone build your kingdom? They can't. We're an individual singularity separate from everybody else. The only connection is that they are us in their allness, one and all. But my sight, my view, my truth is individual. Your existence is individual. Without you, I can't see reality. I can't get a reflection. I don't get cars. I don't get mice. I don't get little balls with shit in them. I don't get a mug. I get nothing unless I have the all. That's what I get. Love you there, Chavez. That's what I get. So I got to get everything in order to have an experience. So I stopped dividing myself and then allowing those truths to become my truths, because it didn't work very well. If you're fighting for happiness, if you're worried about money, if you're uncertain, if you're fearful, if you're anxiety, if you're afraid, if you fear loss, if you have hope, and you want to be better, well, then you're using others' truths. Then you're not worth your own internal journey. Period. That's the game, though, isn't it? We didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know I could say no to my parents. I had no fucking idea I could say no to my parents. If not, I get my ass beat. I get ridiculed. Get it? I couldn't say no until I got old enough to say I can say no. I'm allowed to be something. I'm worth my existence. Just because I don't have the resume or I don't fit the mold of everyone else doesn't mean I'm wrong unless I accept the truth of a fucking other. Yes, Eric, I do care. And you guys are thick. I'm thick. I have to yell because I need to fucking hear it too. Because sometimes I miss my own shit. It's like, "Bleh." You gotta understand this, masters. You gotta start choosing the intuition. The next time, and it will come soon enough, you have an internal thought that is so delicious, so vibrationally resonant. You just know it's your truth. Challenge yourself and choose the change. Now, your mind's going to go, oh, no, 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 because, but what happens if? Oh my God, if this doesn't work, then this will happen. See, that's accepting another's truth because your ego is not your truth. It's what you coveted from separation. The cesspool you call humanity that lives in a world of fucking pain. You want to keep choosing those truths? Well, welcome to the rest of your life because what you put out is what you get back. Nothing is going to change. The change comes when you change, master. The change comes when you choose an internal part of yourself. The change comes when you start to choose your own truth. That's the change. That's what you owe yourself. People love their pain. They want to fight. Their fear is so great. They make excuses. Yeah, but this happened and that happened and then what? And then this and I don't know. And then you're sitting there winding yourself up, doing nothing except fearing and loathing in the now. You're not doing a damn thing except living that pain now. Do you get that? All of your fears, all of your anxieties, those aren't happening in time. You're creating your now. What do you think you're putting into your vortex? Do you guys not listen to Abraham? Does no one listen to Abraham? Energy follows awareness. What you put out is what you get back. From Bashar, how obvious can it be? If I fucking fear and I talk about fear and I talk about the future and loss and fear, what am I putting into my vortex? What am I telling the universe, my reflection? What do I want back? Yeah. But don't fault yourself. Look at it with your intelligence, not your logic, not your reason, not your controlling human that can handle and manage things. No. With the unyielding meekness of your own existence, realizing I chose all of this. This entire experience is my evolution. That's what I am. Now that I understand it, I don't have to choose the pain anymore, do I? I don't have to choose another's truth. When someone comes to me, boss, husband, wife, kids, if I have a different truth, I will promise myself I won't beat myself in the head with a hammer and keep choosing their truth because I'm afraid that they're not going to like me or they'll disapprove or I'll get in trouble or there'll be a loss because that's what you're living now. And if you don't put a new vibration into your vortex of worthiness, you will know what you know now. I am unworthy of my own existence and I rely on the outside to guide me to my pain and my slow, miserable fucking death. That's a choice. Wake up. It's another's truth. I was afraid of my truth. You know, the transgender thing, right? Okay. I really loved having sex with guys. I did. But I had wives. And, you know, am I bisexual? My wives were, a couple of them were into it. And they were like, yeah, cool, you know. And then, but it wasn't right. I moved into a guy I just remember this. I moved into a guy and we were like trying each other out. I'm trying to figure out my fucking sexuality. And this was back in the 80s. And I was like, I'm not gay. But goddamn. I love men. But I'm not gay. Fighting that, having sex with men here and there, and of course my wives, you know, doing the thing, whatever. This is a very deep understanding I had to come to a truth with. and then I'm playing dress up with my third wife, and I'm a woman, and she's got the fucking shit out, and, and I'm playing the girl. And then after we're done, I get up and look myself in the mirror, and I was like, oh my goodness. Well, look at that. See, that was a resonance. Now think about that. Here I am, a man, supposedly, goatee, the whole deal, at work, making a lot of money, doing a big manly job, closing deals. We used to say we are uneducated motherfuckers doing open wallet surgery. That's what the salespeople were, the managers and the desks and what I was and stuff like that. And we had that life, right? And then all of a sudden, I'm a fucking girl. Can you imagine the fucking courage it took? But that truth that was inside, sung to me as the sweetest harmony I've ever experienced in my life. It was such an alignment. It's not who I am in permanency. It's who I am in experience. I'm a God. I'm a creator. I'm one thing. I'm all things. I'm now things. I'm not this or that in permanency. But my human journey gives me this vibration, this certain attraction toward feminism, to express it, to be that idea. That's more natural for me. So when then I feel it and I saw it and I started understanding, I was like, holy shit, no wonder I'm not gay, because I'm not gay. I'm a woman and I love men. I have a boyfriend for 7 years now and we're in love. Just because I have the physical doesn't invalidate that, because it's my kingdom. This is where I live. I chose my truth. I lost friends. I gained friends. My parents went, they fucking had a fucking short circuit. But after a while, they finally accepted me somewhat, whatever. And those are all big fears of mine. But there was a harmony that I could not deny. Why do I keep denying myself? Because I was afraid of other people's truths. I was afraid of the outside. I was afraid of ridicule. But it was that or die. And I wasn't ready to die yet. I was ready to find out more. I have the courage to find out what God is. God is an unconditional, ongoing idea of experience, knowing itself, and we get to do it. Oh my God, we get to do it forever. This is just one version of it. This pain, this suffering, this judgment, this prejudice, this separation, this hate, this love, this glory, this war, is all God's involved in this evolving. Getting larger, greater, more evolved. And you can think in your mind and whatever the fuck you want. See, that's part of your evolution. It has nothing to do with me. And my truths have nothing to do with you. See, you make my truths your business. And if I make your truth my business, then I'm working the outside. Oh, your truths come in. All of humanity tells me, but it teaches me about myself. What's my relationship I want to choose with this? Not that I grab that as a truth and change myself to fit that truth. Oh, hell no. It's about me now. It's about what I will become, what my journey is. Creating a version of myself. Ascending myself, creating a species called Homo fucking divinicus. That is my idea. Ascending. That's my focus. That's my passion. That's my love. That's where I'm at. And you think I'm going to get anywhere if I keep choosing what was right? Statutory idea or status idea. Here's the status quo, everybody. Oh my God, you're right. I can't be awesome. I've got to be a piece of shit because I'm not like you. So I'm going to enslave myself to your truth. Stop. Lisa Sheridan says, tune right in at the perfect time. I so needed to hear this. Love you, Roxy. Love you too, Lisa. It's always alignment. You guys have a truth inside of you. It may not be the truth that you want to feel. You're not looking for happiness go over here and everything is solved truth. That's your ego looking for that truth. You're looking to find you. And the only way to do that is choose the vibration that is birthed from within and take that element of I am and express it to the reality of I am and have it reflect and attract the change that you deserve. Don't you think? Or do we have to keep fucking around with your same life? Because if your life's not changing, then you're not changing. Because the changes don't come from the outside. The changes ever, 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 ever shall come from within. Because you're the change. You're the change. I had a funky in my ear. Sorry. Hello, Master J. So this wonderful woman I talked to today, she understood. Those are just choices. How about you? Do you understand that these are choices? When your boss says that, your kids say this, your wife says this, your husband says that, those are offerings. Your mind might sell you a story. If you don't, then you will be this fear, this idea, this bad thing, a negative idea if you choose your truth. You don't deserve your truth. It doesn't happen overnight, guys. It happens every now. Do it every now, and before you know it, you'll know other now. You'll know no other now except the now of your resonance, because that's where you're going, aligning yourself with your nature. So I would highly suggest is to scrutinize the living shit out of everyone else's truth that you ever bought into. And they're in your memories, they're your fears, they're the relationship with your parents, the relationship with your job. Everything is a relationship. Everything is a interpretation of truth. Whether it's your truth, the human truth, that's you to discern. That's your mastery. That's your ascending work. Okay? So do that work. Okay? You deserve it. And one more thing before we go. Of course, all of you know this. I have classes coming up next month. Eric says, people say that I am tightly wound. Nope, I just decide to stand my strong sometimes. Absolutely. You're your own defined self. You're your own relationship. Others can label you as they, but that's their universe, never yours. Unless you make their universe your universe. That's not your truth. Very good. So my classes are coming up next month, December 7th, the Ascension classes. They start on the 7th. They go for 4 months. Each month is a new idea about ascending, understanding all the things that we do to deconstruct the ego, transcend the belief systems, start understanding the language of now called vibration, and interpreting vibration through an internal discerned self. And of course, in the 4th class is developing your persona. Who are you by nature? Finding that internal self, trusting that internal version of you. January 7th, next classes. Sign up, tell some friends, get it around there. It's worth your time. Okay? All right. I love you all. Have a wonderful Sunday evening, and we shall see you next week. Okay? You're welcome, Carrie. Thank you, Guy. Thank you, Sally. All right, everyone. I love you all. Good night. Thanks, Corey. Thanks, Erica. Ciao, Bella. Thanks, Eric. Good night, everyone.